Hey, good morning, everybody. It is Thursday, October 23rd, 2025. My good friend from Louisiana, Jeff McVeigh, is up for a few days. He's joining me today on this hike. Charlie, Delmer's Chihuahua, he's having some health issues, so they're not with us today. Anyway, we're at the Clinch River State Park in St. Paul, Virginia, and we're going to do the Sugar Hill Loop hike. Come along with us and let's get rolling. This is Oxbow Lake. We're going to go out here and hang a left, go back up top of the ridge, eventually work our way back around, come back down over in that area, and loop back around the lake to finish out the loop. One, two, three, four, 5 ducks. Well, they're trying to get their ducks in a row. This is my favorite spot on this loop. Going up through this long field here. We get further up, we'll be able to see back through there pretty good. Got the river right down there, and then the train tracks on the other side. We just spotted this. This is something new. Wasn't here last time I came through, which is maybe 2-3 years ago. Looks like a what do you call them? Where you can look off? Binoculars? What do they call these things officially? I said viewfinder down there, but it would be the same thing if you're trying to find a view over there and look through it.
It says it's a view scope.
View scope, okay. Yeah. View scope. Are you colorblind? Yes, I am. Just so happens I am. Anyway, that's pretty cool. Go ahead and look through there, Jeff Rose, see if you see anything. Some houses and stuff way up there. See some birds overhead, but can't make out what they are.
Home of the something devils. I think it says Blue Devils. That'd be one of probably the local high school teams.
Yeah, there is, I think, a school back up over there somewhere. We are topping out. GoPro's probably not picking it up, but we're actually seeing some pretty good color today. I love those clouds. I call them cotton candy clouds. Used to be an old homestead or something that sat in here. Now it's totally down. I think it was still standing when we came through here last time, but if you look through the trees, you can see the city of, or the town of, St. Paul, Virginia. Yep. see a little bit of the timber, parts of the old tin roof, and that's it. We just, there was a park ranger came by on a side-by-side. He was talking about all the development. It's going to be going underway here pretty soon. Building a campground, a visitor center. That old chimney there is what's left of the house that's set here. And there's the history on it. I'm not going to read it, but yeah, why not? The French settlement in 1791. Let me start all over. The French settlement. In 1791, a French nobleman and coal speculator, Francois Pierre de Tubeuf, anyway, purchased a hand-hewn cedar log house that sat here for nearly 2 centuries until vandals burned it down in 1976. Yeah, of course. About 15 years after Daniel Boone resided in nearby Moore's Fort, the Frenchman, his family and servants cleared this land and named it Sainte Marie on the Clinch. Baron Tubeuf, or however you pronounce that, was then killed by white thieves. The Baron's survivors left the area. Some of the murderers were tried and convicted in Russell County. Future owners farmed the land, and in the 1930s a maple syrup and sugar operation existed here, thus the current name Sugar Hill. And if you understood any of that pig Latin I was speaking, that's the history. There's that big chimney. And here's some more. What's this say? In 1772, John English settled here, making him the first settler in present Wise County. March the 8th, 1787, Indians suddenly burst into his home, killing his wife, Molly English, and their 2 little boys. John English moved to Moore's Fort in Castlewood and later sold this home and land to a Frenchman, Francois Pierre de Tubeuf. Maybe I should have read this before I read that over there. Anyway, we've made it here to this little pavilion type thing, and we're gonna have a bite to eat. Now, as you can see, when we left the picnic area, went back into the woods, and kind of like a Steel Creek Park, now you're getting a little bit of a wilderness experience. Because up there, if you would go straight out that way, you'd be in where that open field was. Temps were like 32 this morning. Now it's, what's I say, 67. GoPro won't show the steepness, but that's pretty steep where we've been switching back down this ridge here. You can hear some traffic off in the distance now. Anyway, when we come down off of this one, we will connect with the lake trail and hike around Oxbow Lake back to the car. So we may get 4.5 miles in today. We're in no hurry. We're just Catching up on old times. Jeff and I used to hike together back in the late 70s. We did a few hikes together when we were back in high school. Yeah, I know, we're old. We're old. Actually, what's today? What did I say? 23rd. 10 more days and I'll be 65 years old. I think we're up off to the left. I think the train tracks are down there. Yeah, right down there. Can't see them real good yet, but maybe you can pick them up right down there. The train came by earlier when we were up on the top, so I was hoping we could get lucky and catch one going through here. You got signs through here about the trees. That's a black walnut. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, good old beech tree, American beech. This tree provides food and shelter for wildlife. And apparently there's a chalkboard for Zach and Misha. That's what it says right there. Okay, we're right now coming off the ridge and about to get on the lake trail. I think I mentioned earlier, the name of that lake is Oxbow. We are parked way around back over there. We saw, what, 4 ducks when we came in. You usually see a lot more than that, and a whole bunch of geese too. But this cute little gazebo here, can't remember what this thing says. Dedicated to the memory of Johnny Ramey, September 2001. Don't know if he was a victim of 9/11 or not. Okay, we're approaching the parking lot. I have to look. I don't know how many miles we did. I'd say between 4.5. I'll put it on the screen when I figure it out. Had a real good time. My good buddy Jeff, the Cajun. Are you the crazy Cajun?
Crazy Cajun.
I guarantee. As always, thanks for coming along with us. There's another one in the books. And until next time.